We prophesy to you, you will rise, you will shine, you will prosper in Africa. Hear the word. Liberia, sweet land of liberty, we prophesy to you, you will rise, you will shine, you will prosper in Africa. Hear the word. Liberia, sweet land of liberty, we prophesy to you, you will rise, you will shine, you will prosper in Africa. Hear the word. Liberia, sweet land of liberty, we prophesy to you, you will rise, you will shine, you will prosper in Africa. Hear the word. You are lifted, amen, hallelujah. Liberia, you are lifted, amen, hallelujah. We prophesy to you, you are lifted, amen, hallelujah, amen. You are lifted, amen, hallelujah. Kingdom shall come to your life, amen, hallelujah. Nations shall come to your life, amen, hallelujah. Liberia, you are lifted, amen, hallelujah. We prophesy to you, you are lifted, amen, hallelujah. We prophesy prosperity in the government, amen. You are lifted, amen, hallelujah. Liberia, you are lifted, amen, hallelujah. The day of your rising has come, amen, hallelujah. The day of your favor has come, amen, hallelujah. Oh, the set time to favor you has come, amen, hallelujah. Liberia, you are lifted, amen, hallelujah. Liberia, you are lifted, amen, hallelujah. Liberia, you are lifted, amen, hallelujah. Enlarging your goal, amen, hallelujah. Oh, enlarging your tent, amen, hallelujah. Nations shall run to your rising, amen, hallelujah. Kingdom shall come to your lifting, amen, hallelujah. Oh, Liberia, you are lifted, amen, hallelujah. Every enemy against you shall be destroyed, amen, hallelujah. Liberia, you are lifted, amen, hallelujah. Anyone who stands in your way shall be destroyed, amen. Anyone who stands in your
In adherence to the pro-poor agenda of the government, the Ministry of Public Works has busied itself with the reconditioning of several important roads across the country to ease the travel burden of Liberians. So far, the ministry has applied a tremendous effort with the reconstruction of roads, amongst others. Liberia is challenged with the issues of major roads connectivity, including farm-to-market roads. The government of Liberia, under the watchful eyes of His Excellency George Weah, is addressing the developmental agenda of the country. It can be recalled in July of 2021 that the Somalia Drive, now the Japan Freeway, was dedicated by President George Weah.
Let me use this opportunity to again reiterate Liberia's commitment to development cooperation with Japan under the TCAR framework and through direct bilateral engagement. The dedication of this road today is the manifestation of the strong partnership that exists between both countries. Ambassador Emino, let me assure you that this relationship will continue to be nurtured under my administration. Japan remains one of our key partners in our developmental agenda. The Liberian people remain thankful. Before I take my seat, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, let me caution all who be users and members of the communities along this road to help in its maintenance through proper use. We all have a responsibility to maintain the gift which has been given to us. Let us demonstrate our continuous appreciation to the Japanese government and its people through the way in which we take care of this Japan freeway. Do not build makeshift market stall on the road. Do not throw garbage in the gutters and drainage. Do not throw trash on the road. My fellow Liberians, let all of us do our part as responsible citizens. I thank you.
The Japanese ambassador to Liberia, Sotomo Himino, said their developmental support to the construction of the Japan Freeway is aimed at strengthening bilateral relations between the two countries.
What this means to the friendship between the two governments, two peoples, two countries of the Republic of Liberia and Japan. That gives us a great, great joy to celebrate the completion of this important project. I would like to mention the friendship cannot just happen. His Excellency the President was in Japan on the occasion of the very important conference of Tokyo International Conference on African Development, where His Excellency the President had a very important conversation with the Japanese Prime Minister. And these and other projects of cooperation from the government of People Japan can happen because such attention His Excellency the President has paid in fostering the closer relations between our two countries. So I like to mention that, and I also like to mention that looking ahead, the government of People of Japan would like to continue to be supportive for the people and the government of the Republic of Liberia, not only in the area of infrastructure, but also in the very important sector of health, where we have engaged in your fight against COVID-19, and also in other areas such as agriculture. Food security is very important.
Also, in fulfillment of the Propo Agenda for Prosperity and Development, PAPD, His Excellency George Manuel Weah, President of the Republic of Liberia, has embarked on the construction of market structures across the country.
We are coming again. Who wanna roll mama Joe? Coming again. Hoping the road city, she coming again. Now the whole country, China, coming so. Better move on and roll. Say your better move your road. Take it away. Better get away. We coming again. We forced to win the scheme. We coming again. Coalition for democratic change. Now the whole country champion is coming so. You better move on the road. I say you better move your road. You big Paris and get away.
Recently, the marketers were relocated from the Redlight market to the 14 Gogbachop market in the Ominga community in Pinsville to ensure that every marketer is accommodated at the 14 Gogbachop market. The engineering battalion of the Armed Forces of Liberia, alongside other private construction companies, are working tirelessly with the Public Works Ministry to ensure that the President's vision for the people are realized. A special task force was constituted and headed by Acting Public Works Minister Ruth Coker Collins to ensure that the market is clean and to give way for the completion of the Coca-Cola factory to the ELW Junction Road.
We want to say thank you to His Excellency for building the market, and also the previous government for building the market. We, from the Ministry of Public Works, we are very much concerned of the road, the 6.1 kilometer road leading from Redlight, from Coca-Cola factory to ELW Junction. This project has since been signed, but because we have been having some delay, so the contractor has claimed a lot of money that will be close to $4 million. And we don't want to be spending money unnecessarily, because we could have used that money to build additional market for the marketeers. But because they are not willing to leave the street, they keep being on the street, the project cannot go on because of the stay on the street. They have caused a lot of delay to the project, and the project has reached a standstill. So what we could do was to work closely with the marketeers. As you can see, the speaker is beside me. She's waiting. Everybody there, they are so much excited to work with us for as a team to move this the market to the Omega market.
The task force demolished all makeshift structures around the Redlight market, including the previous market building, and also cleared the huge pile of waste created by the marketers, thereby making the street accessible for both vehicles and pedestrians as well. By the end of the dry season, several roads work begun previously are expected to be completed, including the Coca-Cola factory to ELW Road project. For more infrastructure development, the Ministry of Public Works says, please be patient.